Hello class. My name is Miss Swathi. I'm sure you all watch the news with your families, so you must be aware of some of the natural disasters that can occur around the world. Which is why in today's lesson, we are going to learn about different disasters and how you can help your families stay prepared. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain why disaster preparedness is important. List at least 3 types of potential emergencies. Build an emergency supply kit. Describe the sequence of steps for an emergency preparedness procedure, and stay informed. So why is emergency preparedness important? Understanding the risks isn't about being worried, but a great way to prepare for all types of emergencies. While organizations, such as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and the National Health Departments work towards preparing the nation for emergencies, it can take some time before important resources, such as electricity and clean water, are restored. Therefore, as individuals, we are responsible for ensuring that we know what to do before help arrives. More importantly, having a plan means that we are less likely to panic in an emergency situation. But first, let's review some of the types of disasters. Disasters can be of human origin, such as the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center towers in New York. More recently, we have seen how extreme weather around the world can be devastating, such as Hurricane Katrina in 2005, the earthquake in Haiti in January of 2010, and earlier this year, the tsunami in Japan. Let's review some of these extreme weather conditions. Earthquakes can be caused by the release of tension along cracks or fault lines in the Earth's crust. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, there are 500,000 earthquakes detected in the world every year. But only 100 or so can cause damage. In the U.S., Alaska has the most earthquakes, while Florida and North Dakota have the fewest. But we must be prepared at all times. During an earthquake, remember, if you are indoors, to get down on the floor, find cover, and hold on until the shaking stops. A hurricane is a tropical storm with an eye, also known as the calm center of the storm. Warm ocean temperatures, wind patterns, and precipitation can cause hurricanes over ocean water. When hurricanes come onto land, they can cause severe damage to buildings and trees. Hurricanes are classified by their wind speeds, on a scale of 1 to 5. It is important to find shelter and listen to instructions from the authorities. Tsunamis are a series of sea waves that pick up speed and reach as high as 100 feet before reaching the shore. They can be triggered by earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. Every 18 years or so, tsunamis are experienced in California, Oregon, and Washington. When a warning is issued, you must stay away from the beach and move to higher ground immediately. All thunderstorms can be dangerous weather conditions because of the lightning that accompanies them. Furthermore, they can bring hail, flash flooding, and tornadoes. It is important to listen to weather alerts. You should also know that a thunderstorm watch indicates that a storm is likely to occur. A thunderstorm warning means that there is potential danger to property and people that are in the path of the storm. Having an emergency supply kit would be very useful in case of a power outage during a storm. These are just some types of extreme weather conditions. And it is important to know what types of hazards are likely to affect your region. You should conduct some research on the types of emergencies most relevant to where you live. Now let's spend some time learning about emergency supply kits so that we are prepared for various hazards. Water, food, and clean air are very important in the event of an emergency. Each family's kit can be customized to their needs to include, for example, medications, pet food, or baby formulas, and important documents. Here are some of the items you may need, and be sure to have at least a 3-day supply. Water, 1 gallon per person per day, non-perishable food items, and a manual can opener, if kit contains canned food, battery-powered radio, and flashlight with extra batteries, first aid kit, and important medications, tools to turn off utilities such as a wrench or pliers, filter masks for clean air, garbage bags, plastic sheets and duct tape, important documents, cell phone and chargers, an extra set of clothes, sleeping bags and blankets. There are more items that can be added to your supply kit, such as fire extinguishers. You should discuss what these items can be with your families. Now that we know what types of items go into an emergency supply kit, let's spend some time reviewing the plan. It is important to sit down with your family and decide what to do, where to go, and how to contact one another if you are separated during an emergency. It would be useful to make a plan that includes important telephone numbers, emergency meeting locations, and places you visit often, such as work or school. Your schools, neighborhoods, or apartment buildings should also have emergency plans. So here is a basic plan checklist. Post important emergency telephone numbers where you can find them. Discuss what to do, who to call, and when. Listen to information updates from adults or authorities. Know where your kid is located. As part of staying informed, learn about your local community or neighborhood fire department, police station, hospitals, emergency response teams, and their procedures. While we may not have been able to cover everything, here are the key points from today's lesson. Being prepared is important, so that we know what to do in an emergency situation. We can avoid panic and stay safe before help arrives. Potential emergencies include extreme weather, terrorism, or biological hazards. More importantly, so that we are prepared for various emergency situations, we should build a kit, make a plan, and stay informed. Here are some resources that provide more information on today's lesson. Well, that's it for today's lesson. Thank you! And remember, plan and practice.